Hey, what is going on, Twintendo Nation? Hope you're having an awesome day. Apologies if my voice sounds a little bit different today. I've been suffering with a cold for the last week, and it doesn't seem like it's going anytime soon. This is what happens when you go to PAX East. It's called the PAX Plague. But anyway, enough of that. Today we are looking at a Pokemon Sword and Shield rumour, and if you know me, guys, I don't really cover rumours that much. I'm normally the type of guy who only covers official news. But this rumour was kind of interesting, and I looked at it, and I'm still on the fence about it. I don't think it's potentially real, but I don't think it's also fake. Like, it's hard to dismiss. So I just thought I'd make a video on this rumour and let you guys decide whether you think it's real or not. It has some interesting new ideas for Pokemon that I've never heard or thought about before, which is why I'm thought about covering it. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you want to stay up to date with everything Sword and Shield, hit the subscribe button down below. And without further ado, guys, let's talk about this Pokemon Sword and Shield rumour. Now, we haven't heard much about Sword and Shield since they were announced on February 27th, and I kind of feel like the hype has died down quite a bit since we've not seen anything in Korokoro, but we do have a Korokoro issue coming out any day now, so hopefully that could either confirm or debunk some of these rumours mentioned here. So on Chinese social networks there have been some rumours circulating, and this is basically being posted by PokeJungle this morning. I'm going to leave a link to the article down in the description if you guys want to read it after the video. So it says there is new Spirit Armour system introduced to the game, so a brand new mechanic. So this isn't Armoured Evolution, or it might be, but it's not called Armoured Evolution, it's called Spirit Armour, and I guess that is the new gimmick for this game. Similar to Mega Evolution? Well, I guess you'll find out. And it says it lets you equip armor or equipment that you have found, so I'm assuming you just find items around the region, similar to how you found Mega Stones around the Kalos region. So it says Spirit Armor adds different effects depending on the item and can only be attached to one Pokemon at a time. It also clarifies that this is in addition to regular held items, so you can hold a regular held item and have Spirit Armor as well. Now it says some held items may be converted to Spirit Armor, or at least gain the ability to serve as it. So for example, it mentions Never Melt Ice, which is an item that powers up ice type moves, but it says here it will add an extra 10% chance of freezing an opponent. So it seems like held items can do, well, when turned into Spiritual Armor, can do additional effects, which is pretty interesting. Another example of Spirit Armor was given as a fiery necklace that changes an attack's type to fire. So I guess that's kind of similar to Arceus's Fire Plate, stuff like that. Changing a move's type to fire. Similar to Z moves, some Pokemon will have exclusive Spirit Armor that can only be equipped by them, such as Mewtwo and the starting Pokemon. Now this is an interesting one. All three starter lines remain pure grass, fire, and water type. So obviously Sobble, Scorbunny, and Grookey, apparently when they reach their final evolution, will just still be grass, fire, and water. However, if you equip them with their unique Spirit Armor, so their exclusive Spirit Armor that only they can use, they become Grass Fairy, Firefighting, which is a big, I don't know, that kind of makes me feel like this isn't true, but I don't know, we'll see, and Water Ghost. We've had so many Firefightings, guys. I really don't want another. I think it's a good typing, but we've already had 3 Firefightings starters. I really don't want a 4th one. So for me, that is kind of a thing that makes me feel like, is this true? But then again, Scorbunny does have that look. I'm just hoping that isn't the case. I think a lot of people thought Incineroar would be firefighting since it was a wrestler, and you know, you associate fighting moves with wrestling Pokemon, and it was dark type, so hopefully this isn't the case. But I do like the idea that Spiritual Armor can change a Pokemon's typing. Now it says the games have a single wolf-like legendary Pokemon as their mascot, but the Spirit Armor it wields will determine its types and attacks. So in Pokemon Sword it will be Dragon Steel, and in Pokemon Shield it will be Ice Steel. Kind of interesting. I wouldn't expect a wolf to be Dragon Steel, but I don't know. I've seen more surprising things in Pokemon, that is for sure. It goes on to say players can connect with others who have the opposite version to unlock the other wolf legendary. So if you have Pokemon Sword and you connect with Pokemon Shield, I guess it will put it into your game, because obviously there is trading. I don't think it means trading. I think it means if you link up with Pokemon Shield and you own Pokemon Sword, the other wolf legendary will appear in your game. That's what it sounds like to me, but it is kind of loosely translated. It also says the wolf legendary cannot go into battle if it does not have any Spirit Armor equipped, which I guess makes sense because it wouldn't have a type or any attacks. I wonder if it can only hold one type of Spirit Armor, because that wouldn't really make too much sense to me. If it could just hold one type of Spirit Armor, then there was no point of giving it one in general, because then it just, you know, you just have to give it one type of spirit armor to go into battle. If it has loads and lots of different spirit armors, that makes a bit more sense, but I don't know, that's a weird thing for me. I'm not sure if I portrayed that perfectly, but hopefully you understand what I mean. And it finally says, there is a definite connection to Kalos, with many characters reappearing, but you cannot travel there. That sounds about right to me. I really hope we can travel back to Kalos, because there's so many things that just didn't add up and felt unfinished in that game. But I'd be very surprised if we do go back. And I thought, if it is going to be something like that, we're going to have reoccurring characters rather than going back to Kalos region. But hopefully, I don't know, I hope we can go back, but I don't think it's likely. So, for me, I don't think this rumor is true. If I'm going to have to speculate, although I think the spirit armor might be. I feel like that is a really good idea, or not really good idea, but I think it is a potential thing I could see happening in Pokemon. Some of the other stuff I'm not too sure about, especially the firefighting for Skull Bunny. There's no way Game Freak think that's a good idea after all the backlash they've had before. It's not a bad typing, like I've said, but let's just change it up a bit. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this real? Is this fake? Like I said, I don't really cover rumors too much, but I thought this was an interesting one. I like the idea of spirit armor, and I just thought I'd inform you guys about it. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to stay up to date with everything Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I know I've not uploaded much recently. I've been at PAX East for a week, and then I've been trying to recover from this cold. But I have a few videos on the way, so hopefully you look forward to them, guys. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you on the next video. Peace!